Where have you been?
Wasting no time, let's get into it. As my previous video states, I often enjoy playing video games in virtual reality. And some of you might be wondering, hey, what games do you even play? You've owned 3 big company headsets, you have to have some opinions on the software, right? And trust me, boy do I ever. We should probably begin with one of my all-time favorite games, A Township Tale. If you look past the jankiest physics, server connection errors, and racist little kids, it's honestly a pretty charming survival game. If you want realism, I beg of you to seek other options, but for a cartoony little multiplayer game, the survival aspects aren't too bad. The community is fairly dedicated and the devs are trying their best, even if every new update introduces some game-breaking exploit. It's usually patched pretty quickly, so it's not too bad. Some would argue it isn't worth the $15 price point, and to an amount, I do agree. But then you look at the game mechanics and realize truly how much of a unique experience you are actually paying for. The weapons and forging system are crazy, and everyone usually has some unique weapon combo that they forged themselves to create a unique fighting stance. Notice that I did not say style. PvP is heavily reliant on the skill tree system, which gives you certain abilities, and if you don't have them, then you just swing fast. The recipes for brewing potions are all sorts of random. Combining metals for stronger alloys is awesome. You even have to assemble your own arrows. The only real flaw with having this much versatility is that progress does not transfer over servers, which is fine. I would not want that to ever be a feature, but the grind is essentially the same for every server you join. Spawn in, dump all items out of your crummy grass bag, make leather bag, maybe get climbing. Buy materials to make new weapons, because apparently everyone is fucking allergic to the mines. Walk around and talk and do nothing else.
You're not even in band class.
I'm gonna go jump off town hall.
Still wearing the mushroom hat, I see.
I can't.
Come here, Squiddy. Mr. Blicky wants to talk to you. No, I fell.
Princess Peach, won't you listen to my speech? I don't have any stars with invincibility. Yeah, it's a stupid song. Oh my god, it's so good though.
I have to hang myself.
Yeah, also the Mario Party one.
Oh no, don't hang yourself, you're so pretty.
Saiyans call me the drink.
Donk.
What's good, my Seiya?
Not to mention, unless you play single player on your own private world, it's virtually impossible to play the game vanilla. Every single fucking server is modded in some way. There's alchemy, which lets you create many different and sometimes rare items with only 4 items in your inventory. String tools, which are behemoths of weapons that are not able to be created normally. There are some servers which advertise a vanilla experience, but then surprise you by having plots, admins who just spawned their gear in, and for some reason the owner, which is just never online. This is because the prime age for Township Tale players is like 13, and they can't just enjoy the game as it is, so all of multiplayer has to be super extra and every server has to have a gimmick, which is why I personally think the game would boom with the player increase if one lens played Subway Surfers and the other was Township Tale. The skin customization is fine, very lacking if you don't shell out some cash for the store rotation, but still charming in its own right. Through all of its many downsides, I still hold this game in high regards for it being one of the few survival games on Oculus. Next on the list, in no particular order, is Pavlov Shack.
I'd rather ban
This
you
is the
than
only
shoot you in the
game.
head.
This is
I'd
the only
rather
game.
ban
Mike, you wanna buy a gun for
That's why you're so bad at the
15K?
game. Go play some team.
Hey, what's
Just
up?
for
If
that
you have a
kilo.
gun, you can give me on bro.
Get in the van.
Okay.
If I hear you get out, I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
5.
Oh,
Just
no.
kick him. At this point, he just random kills people.
We never thought it'd happen, but the game finally came out of beta around half a year ago.
At the time of recording.
And I can tell you that for all ages, this game is wonderful. The gore options can either make it a friendly shooter for the youngins at Christmas, or a true military sim for that one divorced 40-year-old guy in his basement. Right now, I'm looking at you.
Sorry, Link.
The many different guns with unique reloads are very fun for both enthusiasts and newcomers to firearms. The mobility is just realistic enough to not be agitating, but keep you immersed in the gameplay. If you crouch in real life, your avatar crouches. If you go prone in your dusty-ass living room, your avatar goes prone in the corner of a church in Germany, you camping whore. If you jump in real life, your character sorta jumps, but he only has like a 4-inch vertical, so you won't get drafted to the NBA anytime soon. But you will get drafted into war, and the chaos that comes with it. Every server is a coin flip on if it's just some dudes chilling and having a nice conversation about the real world, or children who mean nothing but deagles, trash-talking anyone that they manage to kill. And you can always tell it's a kid, since the avatar will be crouched at all times to accommodate their itty-bitty height. Sometimes you'll get a mix of those servers, and you can go from doing a drive-by with a little kid that for some reason can whip the army jeeps and Humvees like he's Dom Toretto, to just stumbling upon an unsanctioned negotiations meeting between teams, talking about how grueling the night shift was yesterday, having an unbreakable bond, and even protecting an AFK member while he needs to go piss or get a drink. The weapons system in this game is also pretty nice. It's all real guns and real-life attachments you can throw on them. I personally run a silenced 5.7, smoke grenades, and a bolt-action sniper rifle. Over the years of playing Pavlov, you get accustomed to some guns and enjoy certain strategies more than others, which leads to almost everyone having a unique loadout. And after finding some chill players who just really enjoy the game, you get to compare your own tactics against each other's and learn off of how everyone else plays. For a while, I mained the 45 Magnum, and even though I moved on to the 5.7 as my secondary, I still have that reload on lock. There are plenty of game modes to choose from, and many vanilla maps, plus custom player-made maps that get uploaded for anyone to use. There's even Prop Hunt in VR! And just recently, there's been a gun skin update which only adds to the uniqueness of every player. And the best part is, the in-game currency doesn't cost a fortune. Possibly one of the greatest games on Quest, and I'd highly recommend it. Coming up next is Stride VR.
Bloody hell!
It's a parkour-based movement shooter with a very small player base, and the style of the game is very reminiscent of Mirror's Edge, but for how little of a game it is, I cannot say it's worth the $15 price tag. All in all, the mechanics are very fun, but since the game is heavily reliant on moving forward, it's unplayable with stick drift. Not too much of an issue with multiplayer, but still a handicap if you play competitively. This is a very small review of Stride, but it is a very small game, and there isn't much to talk about.
Bloody hell!
Hey guys, good morning. Ah!